Hello all, welcome to EdrawMax. Let's begin with understanding what a piping and instrumentation diagram is. P&ID is a diagram used to show a graphical display of a complete system which includes all piping, instruments, valves, and equipment that system consists of. Now let's see the letter and number combinations of a P&ID. Letter combinations are defined by the International Society of Automation (ISA) standards. For a better view of letter and number combinations inside each graphical element, slides have been created using the presentation feature. The first letter defines the measured or initiating variable such as analysis, A, flow, F, temperature, T, etc. And succeeding letters define readout, passive, or output functions such as indicator, I, record, R, transmit, T, and so forth. And tag numbers are a combination of letters and numbers with varying lengths, aiding in identifying the device, what it controls, the type of device, and the number with which it is registered on the P&ID. Abbreviations are introduced in a P&ID to keep the diagrams concise and simple, and these are some commonly used abbreviations in piping and instrumentation diagrams. Now let's learn how to identify and understand standard equipment instrument. To create visually appealing diagrams, consider using EdrawMax. It's a smart drawing tool consisting of thousands of graphics and visual entities. EdrawMax provides all kinds of symbols required in P&IDs, especially equipment instrument symbols. All the instruments in a P&ID are marked by a circle with an assigned tag number that helps in identifying the device and a line inside it as a location indicator. Lines are classified into different types. First, no line is a simple circle that indicates that the device is in the field and is a locally mounted instrument. Next, the solid line in the center signifies that the instrument is placed in a primary location in the control room. A dashed line specifies that the instrument is in a secondary position in the control room and is not accessible by the operator. A double solid line tells us that it is in a primary position in the local control center and is operator accessible at the front of the panel or console. A double dashed line indicates that the instrument is in a secondary position in the local control center and is not operator accessible. For representing an instrument with a shared control and display system, take the tag number and draw a square around it, indicating the instrument can be accessed remotely in a distributed control system, DCS. According to ISA S5.1, there are mainly 4 graphical elements that are discrete instruments: shared control display, computer function, and programmable logic controller. These shapes represent both the physical or the software devices. In either case, it implies all the shapes needed in a piping and instrumentation diagram. You will see these shapes anytime a system is shown on the P&ID. Now let's learn how to use graphical elements and connecting lines in a P&ID. The connection lines on a P&ID elaborate on the associations between instruments, that is, how they connect to each other and the type of signal being transmitted. For example, consider the equipment instrument symbols. Drag and drop the symbols onto the drawing sheet. Now here, a dashed line indicates the electrical transmission, while a solid line signifies the connection via pipes. Here are the primary line types that are used to connect different devices and instruments: major process piping, minor process piping, electrical signal, mechanical link, electromagnetic guided wave, electromagnetic unguided wave, pneumatic signal, software or data link, capillary tubing, and hydraulic tubing. Now let's look at some examples of piping and instrumentation diagrams. This is a conventional wastewater treatment process. Here's a process flow diagram, a heat recovery system, a membrane cleaning unit, and a nuclear power plant. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more EdrawMax videos. Please find the link in the description below to try EdrawMax.